And the Tesla Model 3 has long been a go-to for those who want a reasonably priced EV that's still able to offer important perks like long range. Doesn't mean there isn't competition. In fact, over the years, a number of great electric sedans have popped up, like the Polestar 2. And Polestar itself has developed quite a reputation for building high-quality cars. It makes sense. Well, Polestar itself is a relatively new company. It's owned by Volvo, and at one point shares many design elements with Volvo cars. And when it comes to several electrics, I mean, I have to take it Orden with Tesla, whatever goes one. But here's a look. And the first thing to notice about these two cars is their design, and namely because of the fact that they offer pretty different looks. You know, the Tesla Model 3 is similar to other Tesla cars. It has flush door handles, it comes in the same colors, and has a curved roof line. It's still a sleek and modern looking car, despite the fact that the overall design is aging a little. The Polestar 2 is a pretty sweet looking car too, though. It's much pockier than the Model 3, offering more angles and straight lines than the Model 3. It also has many design elements from other modern Volvo cars, like the square-off light bar on the back and the slim front headlights. It's available in 6 colors, and they're both slim front, a little more muted than Model 3's palette. Generally speaking, both cars look sleek and modern. Ultimately, design preferences are personal. There's no objective winner. Winner tie. The interior design of the cars is pretty different too.
As on the outside, the Model 3 continues to prioritize minimalism on the inside, with few controls that haven't been moved to the display. The display itself is a big 15.4 inches, and it's where you'll control most aspects of the car, from the climate to the map to the audio playback. The car features faux leather upholstery, which comes in all black or black and white. And
the interior of the Polestar 2 is a little busier with more physical controls that prevent the need to have to dig through settings. There's still a big screen at the front, though. This one vertically aligned and loaded with Google's Android Automotive infotainment system. That's coupled with a digital instrument cluster, unlike the Model 3. You can just call Android Autos. Also is stick with the Android Automotive infotainment built into the car. If you don't want it to, the Model 3 does not support CarPlay or Android Auto. But it does have among the best software experiences in a car out there right now. Again, this is a little subjective. Some prefer the minimalistic approach, while others want quick access to physical controls. Winner tie. But the Model 3 and the Polestar 2 benefit from that zippy electric car pack, but they don't quite perform the same. So the Tesla Model 3 comes in 3 variants: a standard model, which is a rear-wheel drive model, a long-range model, which is all-wheel drive, and a performable model, which is also all-wheel drive. And on the low end, the standard model has a top speed of 140 miles per hour and can reach 60 miles an hour in 5 up, and they make a game off 9. That's not slow, but upgrade to the performance model, and you'll get to speed in only 3.16 on the road in terms of acceleration. But the Polestar 3 isn't slow either, but it doesn't reach the heights of the Model 3. The Polestar 2 is available in 2 variants: a long-range single-motor model in rear-wheel drive, and a long-range dual-motor variant with all-wheel drive. The slower model, which is the single-motor model, reaches 60 miles per hour in 5.9 seconds, while the dual-motor model gets to speed in 4.3 seconds. Again, quite fast, but nowhere near as fast as the Model 3 performance. Both cars are quick, but the Model 3 is a clear winner here. Winner, Tesla Model 3. Range is one of the most important factors of an electric car, and it's an area where the cars are pretty closely matched. The standard Model 3 gets 272 miles of range, while the long-range model steps that up to an impressive 333 miles. The performance model sits at 315 miles. All of them can charge at 250 kilowatts, which allows them to gain 200 miles in around 15 minutes. The Polestar 2 is a pretty solid performer in the range department too. Interestingly, the cheaper model gets better range. That's the single motor variant, which gets 320 miles of range. The dual motor model sits at 276 miles. Unfortunately, the Polestar 2 only charges at a speed of 150 kilowatts, which will get it from 10 to 80% charge in 35 minutes. The Model 3's range is only slightly higher than the Polestar 2, but its faster charging speed gives it the win here. Winner, Tesla Model 3. Both the Tesla Model 3 and the Polestar 2 are available now, and you can get them both readily. But depending on the model you go for, the amount you pay will be a little different. The Tesla Model 3 starts at $41,240 for the standard model and ranges up to 54.24 for the performance model. The Polestar 2, on the other hand, starts at a much higher $48,900 for the single motor variant, ranging up to $54,300 for the dual motor model. The Model 3 is the clear winner. Winner, Tesla Model 3. The Polestar 2 is a great car, but ultimately it just can't compete with the Model 3 in most situations, right? The Tesla Model 3 has faster acceleration, a slightly longer range, and a faster charging speed, all for a cheaper price. If you're looking for a great electric sedan, the Model 3 is still probably the better option for most buyers, okay? Because